Mic check 1 2 1 2
Yeah.
1 2 1 2 A B C D E F G.
You remember the Andy Milonakis show?
Vaguely.
It's my show. It's Andy Milonakis.
Yeah. All I used to remember him saying, it used to be funny as hell to me. He's like, I eat pickles on my roast beef sandwich. Used to be hilarious on MTV. I used to just walk around the house, and my mama used to be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I eat pickles on my roast beef sandwich. No, this shit was hilarious, bro. That shit was fucking hilarious, man. Like for real, like, bro, MTV had some shows back in the day. You going already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, MTV had some shows like back in the day. That Andy Milonakis shit was crazy.
Wasn't freaking no, I was thinking never mind.
What?
I don't want to say it.
Oh, you talking about that? I know what you talking about. You talking about that HBO shit that was on that night? That Real Sex you used to watch?
What?
You used to watch the Reels.
Taxi Cab Confessions.
Yeah, Taxi Cab Confessions. Bro, TV back then was really it. Especially we didn't have cable, so I used to steal it.
What?
It's past the steps of limitation. Now that was when I was.
No,
like
I'm just
15.
saying, like I said that, like, what? How back in the day?
What? I
told
you,
the fucking
bro.
line,
Bro. My fucking didn't used to have money, bro. We had to steal what we didn't want.
Yes, I had rabbit ears.
Bro, if anybody on the block had cable, we had cable. So if didn't nobody on the block have cable, didn't nobody on the block have cable. But if you had cable, I didn't give a fuck if you was staying down the street, down the alley, whatever. Nah, with my cousin Dez and all them, we had everybody had cable in our house. I don't know what you talking about.
How did you know who did and didn't have cable? Because like,
everybody
of course,
be talking.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, I was watching, or like somebody come outside and be like, did you see the tip drill video? That was so popular back then.
That
shit was like.
That shit was viral before
That
viral.
right? Yes, I'm
What?
about to say yes.
And that was word of mouth viral.
Yeah. I mean, everybody was talking about tip drill.
And you just like, I ain't seen each other. You just staying up 2, 3 in the morning, and then you fuck around. You almost caught it, but you went to sleep. And you wake up in the morning like, damn, I missed it.
Yep.
And you did this for like almost 2, 3 days trying to catch this.
Trying to stay up.
Trying
Wait
to stay
for
up.
Uncut.
Yeah. You wake up, like, you know, you go to sleep, Uncut for to become on, but you fuck around, doze off. But then you wake up, you be like, the Lord said, and shit be real. It'd be like, if the Lord said, and you be like, what the fuck? Or no, or I got another one though. Or you go to sleep, right? You go to sleep and you be watching, I don't know what channel was that. I need to give you a minute.
Yeah, you done killed this man.
Bro, that's so true. That's so true. Or you go to sleep, right? And then you wake up and then you see the helicopter from MASH landing. You know you're supposed to be in it. Yeah, you agree. Yeah, you used to be in it. You like, man, my mama finna whoop my ass. I know I don't supposed to be in this living room watching TV. And when you hear that, you know it's about like 3, 4 in the morning.
It's too late. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's too late.
You gotta get up in another hour or so because you gotta get ready for school. So now you gotta creep toe back to your room. Hopefully she don't hear you or nothing like that, bro. Man, fun stuff when we were shorties, man. Oh my God,
bro, that was hilarious. That was so funny.
He had to But no, what I really wanted to do is I wanted to say you wasn't wrong for your take when we was talking about the grape situation.
Okay.
And it's because when I was talking to, you know, every day ain't here again.
Yeah.
He had to work or whatever. But we were talking about it, and it's really no right or wrong answer when you answer that question. When you really, really look at it, because both parties in either situation, it's going to be detrimental to your life. We'll look at it like that because we're guys. So you'll say, because you're coming from a guy perspective of like, somebody essentially is taking my innocence by saying I did that when I didn't do that. So they'll fuck my whole life up too. But also from a girl perspective, if you take her body without her saying that you could do it, you fucking up her life essentially too. So it's like it's two horrible situations and we tried to pick from them. And I just went back and I was thinking about that. So I wanted to tell you, like, you know, we teased you a little bit talking about you was dead wrong, girl, whatever like that. But I don't know how Will feel. I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because I know Will, I don't know how, I can't speak for Will.
Yeah.
I stay with my stance.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But I'm just saying, Both of them are some terrible fucking things that happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think at no point did we say one was not bad.
Yeah,
right?
we were just saying which one was worse.
Right. I think when it comes to
Somebody told me worse when the word is worse.
It's not.
yeah.
Oh, so you gonna let me go out in these streets? And
No, I don't want to be the know-it-all. Sometimes I say something, other times I just let people live.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it was we went, we picking the lesser of two evils.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's- like you said, I get what you're saying. It's about perspective. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because what's detrimental to one might not be detrimental to another.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people just built stronger than others. It is what it is. I don't want to dive too much deeper into it. We had the conversation.
Yeah, we had to.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that.
If you
because
hearing this and ain't heard the last episode, make
just
sure you go watch.
Go
it.
rewind. You see what
That
I'm
Great
saying?
Poupon episode.
You know, Jerry, they hit this group chat say, "Nigga, you eating Grey Poupon?" Like,
No, we're not.
he say, "Oh, my bad." He say, "Oh, that's the name of the episode."
Bro, I didn't know that Great Poupon was mustard.
What you thought it was?
I never knew. I never
It's
knew
a
what it was.
fancy mustard.
I just knew it was something.
Yeah.
Something that I don't know what people used it for or nothing. Like I
It's just and a matter of fact, you know how regular mustard come in the container?
Yeah.
Grey Poupon just come in like a jar.
Right.
Like you
I
scoop it
Googled-
up with a spoon. Like,
Googled it.
oh, you did? It's
'Cause
like
I-
a real rich mustard, I think it is.
It's not even that rich. Low key, you can find it at any store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
a fancy way of like what people
Selling
say.
it at Mariano's.
Yeah.
Jewel. However you want to put it.
If anything, I would have thought it was a jelly.
Grey Poupon.
I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard it, I thought that shit was like caviar or some shit. The
Facts.
way
Nah, I
the way
thought
they
that.
talked about it, it was like
I just never thought to try to figure out what Great Poupon is. I just, just
I
like
didn't care. I'm like, look, hey, low key was like, all right, they talking about it. How much can be afforded?
when you talk about caviar and all that shit, shit you barely can pronounce and shit.
yeah, but so I started to have a conversation with Jay every day afterwards. No, started after that conversation. I started thinking about stuff, and fast forward to when Jay every day just tonight, he called me and we were talking about the episode, and he mentioned the example that I thought of after our conversation was over.
I know exactly which way you finna go. Go ahead. I know exactly because he called me with the same thing too.
Emmett Till.
Yep, that's a fact. And I told him if you or him when he was on here, y'all would have brought that up, I would have shut the fuck up. I wouldn't say not another fucking word. Because that's one of the, like, even a movie just came out and you see images of that, of him just like falsely being accused of that. It's like, what more can you argue with that? You can't argue nothing else with that.
One person might argue that it was a white woman involved.
But that's a lot of the cases, though. That's a lot of the cases with most of the football players that have been falsely accused and have their whole fucking career taken from that.
And that's what I was thinking about with the situation as a whole, right?
Okay.
Because I also thought about, for instance, if I'm going to serve, let's just say, I meant to look up like the average sentencing for
It's
being
like 15,
okay,
10
cool.
to 15, I think it is.
If I'm going to
If I'm
serve,
not mistaken. Don't quote. I ain't fact checked that.
if I'm going to serve 10 to 15, let it be over something that's true.
That's a fact. You're right. You're right about that.
Right? And then if I'm going to have to, like I live in Illinois now, if I want to move to any other state and then I have to get all kinds of clearance before I move, and then when I move there, I have to register on a sex offender list.
Oh, yeah, because you did, so you will have to register on the sex offender list.
Right?
Yeah, you will.
And then every single job that I apply for has a criminal records section. So if it's going to be, if I got to go through all that, then let it be over something that's true.
I get you. That's why I say I had to go back and really think about it. There's no real wrong answer. And we, like you say, Will, we wasn't saying it's we really was just arguing the lesser two evils, like you were saying.
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Again, like I said, both of them are detrimental to the one to the one person, and then the other one to a person's reputation, which low key is all you really got. You know what I'm saying? The people's perception of you. We know an accusation could damn near be a conviction. just for being in the vicinity. You know what I'm saying? So
what does they say? The court of public opinion.
Yeah,
that ruins you everything.
So
because we still say OJ did it.
OJ did it. That's entertaining, funny, bro.
Yeah. It'll take a little bit more
research
than just a quick Google.
Googles. Okay.
Yeah, but welcome to another episode of the KNoWKi podcast. It's your man Spaces.
It's your boy Ma. Jay every day.
I was wondering if Will was gonna jump in.
I'm like, they usually still be talking.
Jay every day couldn't make it again, man. He's
working man.
He's getting rope, man. He had to take his PJ overseas real quick to go see his family real quick, man. I just be throwing shit out. Motherfucker gonna come back asking us for money, bro. Like he really got some bread.
Bro, it's Spaces. Where your loft at downtown, bro? I do not have.
That nigga do got a loft. The light skinned assassin have a fucking loft. Light skinned assassin has the loft. Hey man, but we really podcasted for y'all today, man. We really late night
in the lab,
really trying to get this work done. We really on the move, man. We went up like 4 more followers. Or something like that, right? But I'm saying we getting more views and stuff. Though. That's what I really.
Yes. And shout out to the ladies who you guys were telling me about.
Okay.
Shout out to them. Thank you for listening. Special thanks. I don't know.
Yeah,
I heard they
say they want nicknames too because they say because they was like, that's not y'all names when we say our names.
Yeah.
So it's like, so one of them said, call her D Money. So D Money, this is, he's talking about you.
Yes, hello, D Money.
Yeah, D Money, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Special shout out to y'all for listening.
Yeah, and thanks for listening, man. We appreciate all the likes, reviews, subscribes, the shares. We just enjoy y'all. We enjoy y'all enjoying us with the content or whatever.
Yes.
Or whatever.
And everything.
Yeah, and everything. If I missed anything, just everything underneath that bracket, man.
I like inspiring conversation.
That's all, and that's what they say. Really, they was like, because how it got on to them listening to us, right? Is how me and Jay every day. We know how we was when we was at the where we was at before.
Yeah.
Every time we have conversations, people want to come in and want to join the conversation that we have, and always the key denominator was me, you, and Jay every day.
Yeah,
that was always. It was at least us three there, and the conversation can go on for hours and we supposed to be finna get ready for work and going on whatever we supposed to be doing. So you can tell that. It's not on us, it's in us, because when we went to me and Jay every day went to the second thing, it, why are you looking like that?
That was bars. I like how you just said that.
We went to another location for the company corporation we work with, and the same thing happened. People gather around us, we ask them questions, and one of the ladies like, where do y'all come up with all these questions when y'all asking us and when y'all come with this conversation? I'm like, we got a podcast. So I took out one of my cars, like, just check out our podcast.
Yeah.
And when they came back, they were just like, damn, y'all dope. Y'all had good conversations and things like that.
I'm glad they think so.
And I was like, that was just so organic, too. It's like, and that's how we want our podcast to kind of grow.
Yeah.
We don't want to force it on nobody. We want to be organic. We want you to find it, or we tell you about it, you listen, and you just, I got to follow. There's some, like y'all conversation.
Yeah. That's it. That's all.
Yeah. I ain't going to force you to, just go listen. Now, if you is our homies, you should be at least following us, goddamn. You ain't got to listen, but you should be having a subscribe button clicked on.
Easy.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't take number to subscribe button.
Yeah. So, question, did you watch Woman King by chance?
No, I didn't get to it. I'm sorry. No, I apologize. I'm going to try to get to it this Sunday. I could probably try to get to it. I'm going to see if the family want to try it. If it's still in the theaters, because nowadays stuff be coming out of theaters real pretty quick.
Yeah.
But you know what I can't wait for, though? And there's 2, like, superhero movies, Black Adam and Wakanda Forever. Them coming out in the next 3 to 4 weeks.
Black Adam is The Rock, right?
Yeah, he's coming. Okay. It's about October 21st, I think it is.
Okay.
So that's in a week and a half or something like that.
Yeah, I like The Rock as a person.
Yeah.
Like everything he does is there's just so much positive energy surrounding him with everything that he does. And he's never been in the media that I recall for something negative, you know what I mean? There's no mess surrounding his name. So yeah, I like the Rock in general. Even though he gets typecasted, like being Hercules.
Shit, the motherfucker diesel as fuck.
Can he fulfill the role though? That's my ultimate thing.
But he's just the action type of dude. Every movie he played in, he's been like the action dude with shooting guns, fighting, some type of action.
And that's my when I look at actors,
You're different.
actors in particular.
You're different.
No, I look for range.
Dog, you go with they should have did it in 1080 HP. The lighting was bad. You go to they shouldn't have said this. They should have said that.
Yes.
You need to be on the review for Rotten Apple. What the fuck is you talking about?
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, right. You know, but no, yours is called Rotten Apple. Though. I know what I said the first time. Yours is not gonna be because you're gonna make your own, so it's gonna be Rotten Apples.
You see why he corrected me? He said
Yeah.
worser.
Yeah. Yours gonna be Rotten Apples. Yeah, I meant what I said that time. But yours wouldn't be Rotten Tomatoes. Yours would be Rotten Apples.
Oh man. Yeah, I Will.
Yes.
What was I just saying before Maul got here
About what?
about reviewing stuff?
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
That's why I asked him really like unless I seen it because he talking about I don't want to see no spoilers. I don't like looking at trailers. You know, if I seen a car that's supposed to be in a thing, I don't want to see that neither. I don't want to see the costume. I don't want to see their makeup or wardrobe.
I don't want to see
I don't
nothing.
want to see nothing.
final product. Give me what
You
you want
He
me
want
to
to be
see.
locked in the bathroom for 4 years and just let him come out and watch all the movies.
No, look, see, I'm the same way though. I don't like watching the build up, the trailers, all that other stuff.
Okay.
Show me the final product. What are you putting out for me to consume? That's what I want to see.
Yep.
After that, if I want to deep dive and figure out how y'all did this stunt, I'll do that.
Okay.
All the teasers and we got this actor locked in. Wait for the movie in 5 years. Why?
So you saying is they should just be like, okay, don't put out no trailers, don't put out nothing. Just say, oh, it's a Black Adam movie with The Rock in it, and that's it.
No, I understand the trailers, right? I understand it's to let me know somewhat into the plot. I think trailers are very important to movies.
Okay.
Like, because you got to advertise it somehow. How the heck
Right.
I'm supposed to know
Right.
if it's in the movies? And I understand the whole thing about advertisement. You got to make it visually appealing, right? But I hate when I see some trailers and then you watch the movie. Nothing in the trailer is in the movie. It's like y'all lied. Like y'all lied. None of this stuff is in there. You know what I'm saying? But I it's not for me to be like they shouldn't do nothing. No, do all that stuff because there's somebody out here who loves it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody who read the soft script. You know what I'm saying? By all means, it's for everybody. But you know, I feel like with everything being in your face, you also have the ability to take it out your face.
Okay.
So
Facts.
like, it could be there. I don't have to consume it.
Fact. That's mad facts. That's mad because every time, whenever something is out that I'm trying. Matter of fact, I seen somebody on Facebook. I was scrolling. I read Game of Thrones should have. I know that there's a new season of Game of Thrones coming out. I don't know if you're talking about what's already out or what's coming out. Scroll.
I gotta consume it.
Scroll. Whenever I'm on any, maybe I'm watching on Hulu because you know Hulu got the ads.
Yeah.
The ad come on Hulu, mute.
Right.
Distracting myself from my phone.
You take this really serious.
For real, bro. I don't want no spoilers. I want a clean slate. Because a lot of times too, kind of in reverse of what Will just said, sometimes they say too much in the theater, in the
trailer.
In the trailer,
You saw the whole movie.
the whole
45 seconds.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want nothing.
Okay, I get you. To each his own. I get you.
And what one thing that helps me stay interested in the movies that I choose to watch is the actors that are in it, actors or actresses that are in it.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, if Idris Elba is in something, there's a good chance I'm going to watch it.
Let me ask you this: you ever acted in anything?
Kind of. I was kind of like a extra in the stage play back in my church a long time ago. So
Are you like interested in acting?
I get interested sometimes, but not like okay, I want to do this.
So like, I asked because, at some point, fuck it, I'm a filmmaker. I make film, and since I started the journey of becoming a filmmaker, I look at films or scenes differently sometimes.
Yeah.
Right. I'll be looking. I go, fuck. How did they shoot that? Right.
Okay,
like, what kind of camera they using? Like, what was the angle? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
was that on a gimbal? Was that handheld? Did they do that on a moving car? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and don't get me wrong, it don't take away from the enjoyment of the movie, But it just make me think sometimes. I go, boom, all right, I remember that scene because when I get ready to shoot something, oh, let me rewatch this scene. This is how they shot it. There was this type of lighting. You can kind of look and see, 2-point lighting, 3-point lighting. Or this had to be a 2-camera setup, 3-camera setup. And it's like, only because I've got interested into making films that I do that. Now, I know people who are interested in acting and point out bad actors, right? Or like people who've been extras could point out terrible extras. Like,
bro, that's so crazy that you say that. Because I just started watching... Sisters by a very strong request. Right? It's the Sisters of BET Plus.
I
right?
didn't tell you to watch it. Why you look at me like that? He looked at me like he kind of held the corner of his eye and looked at me like I told you to watch Sisters. You need to correct that because they would have thought I told you to watch that shit.
He doesn't know what. No, you told me.
See, there you go trying to be like me. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. I know, don't be like me. See, you was a bad extra. That's what the fuck you was, a bad extra. Trying to be like me and do what the fuck I be doing. That's why I'm good at that. You're not good at that. You can't try to do what I be doing.
I decided at the last minute to try to fix it.
Yeah, I already had it in your mind. That's what I'm gonna do. You cannot just commit last second and think it's gonna work.
He took 3 steps left and tried to go right.
That's bad motherfucking acting and bad extra.
But speaking of bad extras, right? Mm-hmm. So in one episode of Sisters, they were in a restaurant and the lady was supposed to be eating salad.
Yeah.
Bro, it's salad. You can just stab it. It goes the fork goes through it.
Yeah, so she was eating soup.
Bro, she was treating it like it was soup.
Yeah, she was eating soup. I could tell by
like
the reaction.
Bro,
you said you can stab it, and you was like going like this because she was doing.
I'm gonna figure out a way to show you.
Okay.
I'll figure out a way to show you because it was terrible. Like you're eating a salad, it takes you 10 seconds to eat it's dry salad too. It's not soggy.
All you gotta do is take every 30 to 35 seconds just chew every 30 seconds. Or you can take one stab of it and chew it for a long time.
A lot of times they tell the extras not to actually eat the food.
Oh, they do?
They don't want to replenish if it takes 17 takes.
Interesting.
So they're being cheap.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of giving this lady 17 pieces of lettuce, well, like, don't eat the food.
Well, they should have gave her like a little knife and she could cut like ends of the lettuce off. And then
I hear you. Or cut that out the shot.
Use a different angle because y'all
crop her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Or just don't give her a plate and make it seem like she's taking her order.
No, I mean, if you gonna give her food, give her food. I say just let her fucking eat the food. What's the problem?
Get like 10 bags of lettuce, bro. Come on.
Right? Eat a little bit. You got tons of extras. This bitch get full. Bro, another one.
They got a whole supermarket in the show, bro.
Yeah.
I know for a fact this stuff isn't like borrowed from a company or whatever, right? Like,
right, they got a store.
But you know, Sisters is probably recorded on Tyler Perry Studios.
That's what I'm saying. Because I know. No, I'm saying I'm sure it's a set, so I'm sure that this is something that the supermarket is something that you had somebody design, put together, and the labels on the bottles is all stuff that you designed.
Yeah.
So if you can do all that,
you could have bought more salad.
You could have bought more salad, bro.
Another salad, not more salad. Yeah, more salad.
You could have bought more salad.
Yeah, that's true.
But speaking of things that you look at, Will, when you were talking about like from getting into film directing, I never forget. I want to retake this class. It's called cinema study. Back in high school, bro, and they taught you different terminology about that happens in a movie that people don't really realize, and I only knew about the stuff because I took the class, right? So, for instance, one movie we watched in class was American Psycho, the older one, black and white, and they had it's called a leitmotif, right? And leitmotif means repeating theme, I believe it's okay.
Yeah, as I remember.
So it's a repeating theme, but the purpose of the repeating theme is to tell you the person that's guilty or the person that you're looking at of what's going on, right? So the premise of Psycho was we don't know who this is that's killing people or the creepy person around the house, but they have the leitmotif in every single room that the person that is the psycho is. So, for instance, they had cigarettes in every room that he was in. In one scene they had it was like you know how when you hold your phone down right, like this, and all you can see is kind of above, like area above here. They had eagles looking at him from 3 different angles, saying that this is the person that is the psycho.
Okay.
But had I not taken that class, I wouldn't have known that.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
And then they had like action separation, right? So the movie we used was, I think, Godfather, but it showed the scene was one man chasing another man, and they showed different pieces of each man. They showed one man chase the man that's chasing, the man that's being chased, the man that's chasing holding the gun, the man that's chasing still running. They showed behind them, you know what I mean? They showing the scene like the action separation to show, kind of emphasize what's going on. So yeah, man, like I missed that class.
Oh, okay.
And I would love to take it again, but
I'm sure when we get like 4 or 5 more followers, you can start just taking classes. You won't have to go to work. You can just pay for classes.
So you have something you want to talk about?
First, oh yeah, we can go there first. I was having a conversation with my fiance, right? We was
Your who?
man, shut up. Lord have mercy.
I got you, Lady Maul.
we were sitting there talking, and she was like, she was just asking me questions. She was like, we were talking, and you know how your woman gets. She just started blurting out shit and asking questions, like,
Yeah.
And you're like, where does this come from? Like,
Yeah.
Do we need to have a talk or something? Like, what's going on? So she had asked me. She was like, what she said at first? She said, "Am I selfish?" I'm like, "No, you're not. You're not selfish." And I'm like, "Where you get that from?" She was like, "No, I was just asking." She was like, "Am I spoiled?" I was like, "Yeah, you are." And then she was like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, "Yes, you are." Like, I don't want to put all my business.
Yeah.
out there,
No, don't.
It's like I gotta take care of a lot of stuff financially wise. Like,
Yeah.
as I think that's what your job is supposed to be. Like, take care of a lot of stuff later. So you don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. And she was saying, okay, if I'm not selfish, then what other word would you describe or whatever like that? And I was like, entitled. She was like, what? I'm not entitled. I'm like, yes, you are. So we sitting there, we talking. I'm like, let's go get the definition, baby. So in the definition,
did she hit you with the dictionary?
No, I wouldn't have Googled it. The definition said,
went in there like spaces.
The definition was somebody that was, what it said? Someone. Oh yeah, you the definition.
Entitled.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let him read the definition real quick.
Believing oneself to be inherently deserving of privileges or special treatment.
And I was like, yeah, that's you. She was like, I don't believe. Like, I'm like, so, and then she was trying to tell me to give her an example. I don't think I gave her a good example, but then I got to thinking, and I'm like, I think everybody in their relationship wise, spoiled, entitled, like those words that people think is like really bad, but you in some type of way, you're that in your relationship. I think in a relationship, you demand certain things from your significant other. You expect certain things from your significant other, right?
Yeah.
So wouldn't that cause you to be spoiled if you don't have to do certain things? Or entitled or something like that? Because like a lot of women would be like, oh, entitled mean, because it said special something, the last little part, it was like special what?
Believing oneself to be inherently deserving of privileges or special treatment.
So, yeah, special treatment. So, and the one thing I would say, I think all women are entitled, because all women expect you just to sleep with them, do all that stuff with them, and not do it with any other woman. Ain't that kind of being entitled to your man? Because if you want your man to be in a monogamous relationship, right?
Yeah.
That means he's only for you. He's never for nobody else. So that means you're being special. You're special to him because he's only for you.
I don't think monogamy is a entitlement, though. I think that's a basic expectation of being with someone.
But still, that means you can be with everybody else. Then you're entitled to that person. Then that's what I'm kind of thinking of. I know I might be pushing it and trying to force it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you take it a tad far, okay. Right? Because I think when it comes to a relationship, it's a commitment. Two people have to agree on certain standards.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, especially in today's day and age, anything is inherent. You know what I'm saying? I don't think.
Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I was just kind of riffing.
Because when I hear inherently, I hear without effort involved.
Oh, when you say when somebody say entitled.
No, inherently, like.
Oh, you said inherently.
Inherently, yeah. Like when I hear inherently, how do I even say this? It's like without I'm inherently entitled to my paycheck without having to work for it.
Oh, okay, I get that. I understand that totally.
That's what I hear when I hear inherently, and it's like I don't think. But then I guess it does fall into your definition, because if you're in a relationship with someone, then you're inherently entitled to the extracurricular activities.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Right, but what's considered special treatment, right? You setting the standard as a guy of your level of treatment that she's to expect from you. What makes that special?
But what if the guy before you didn't do all these things?
Who cares? Wait, when did previous relationships?
But then I was telling her too. I also at the thing I was like, because I told her she was spoiled too, and other people tell her she's spoiled too, and I think all women that are in a relationship are spoiled, because I was telling her, you get special treatments when you with me. When you with me,
right.
You get things that other women are not gonna get. I just do these things for you, and just because I'm doing them for you don't mean that you treat your woman differently than I treat my woman. I'm not saying we either treat them bad nor good, but I'm saying there's different expectations that come with you. You're the type of man that you might talk about a lot of stuff. You might educate a lot on this, but I might be the type of dude that put her on a lot of game about this and put on a lot of game about that. But it's something that comes with you that makes it kind of special and spoiled for her.
When I hear spoiled, I hear just constantly doing for someone else. Like when I put it in the
no give and take is all good.
Right. It's just thank you. It's just all give. Just like a child, right? Because a child doesn't become spoiled until they start asking for their parent for something and asking their parents for something, and they constantly get it. Okay. Until you
without having to do anything. Like
you got
$100. Go do some chores. That's not spoiled. They
worked for it.
It was an exchange.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
so in a relationship,
I probably use spoiled wrong.
Like in a relationship, is give and take, right?
Because she spoiled me just
because I would say if she's entitled, then you're entitled too.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say that. Hell yeah, I'm entitled to that ass. I'm entitled to them cooked meals. I'm entitled to every fucking thing she do for me. I'm not saying it just go one way. I'm saying it goes both ways in a relationship.
I think that's where I'm having a little difficulty with agreeing with entitled when it comes to relationship, because when I hear entitled, I hear privileged, but privileged in reference to having opportunities or things presented to you because of proximity, not because of the people around you. Okay. For instance, like a child that grows up in money. Okay. That's privileged, right? Uh-huh. But then a person that okay. That's what I was gonna say. Sorry, I'm getting.
You found the back?
Because like whenever, when a person grows up around money, then you can say that they're entitled to their parents. Not hedge fund. Is it hedge fund?
Hedge fund. Money,
like when their parent dies.
Inheritance.
Yeah, inheritance. They're entitled to their parents' inheritance because their parents had something. Okay. But the child, didn't work for that. Okay. So, but adversely, when it comes to something that like you're working and you get your money, like you're not spoiled because you worked for what you got. I'm sure I just confused somebody out there, but
but I just think because she was trying to say like it was some bad things, but I wasn't saying that to make it look like it was a bad thing. I'm just saying in all relationships, I think it is some entitlement, it is some spoiledness, it is some pampering, it's all these things what you in a relationship for, like, because those things come with the relationship. Those are part of to me, those are part of the relationship. Not you look for those qualities when you're in a relationship. And on top of other qualities, on top of being a good person, not a liar, all these things come for part of the relationship to me.
I get what you're saying. So the two words you said, spoiled and entitled.
Yeah.
Okay. Spoiled. When I hear spoiled, like I said with the child, like you're getting everything you want. Yeah. But then when I also hear the other end of spoiled, when you finally say no, the kid don't know how to handle it.
Oh no. I get you though. I get you. I get you exactly what you're saying.
Whereas when I just hear it, I guess you're right, bro. I guess you're right because when you're in a relationship, you're entitled to certain things.
You entitled
with
to
somebody.
Say it.
No.
You entitled. No, I don't give a fuck what nobody think.
I don't curse.
Relationship, oh, I know, but I won't curse for you. Just tell me to say it.
Yeah.
You entitled to that ass. You entitled. I don't want to say the fellatio one. I was going to say throat.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah, I want to say. But you entitled to those cooked meals. You entitled to her pampering you and rubbing your back. You entitled to all these things. To me, that comes with a relationship. I understand we want to go by the textbook, and the textbook kind of is like going with what I said too at the same time. With the spoiledness, you're spoiled to like, okay, let me give you a prime example. We can go grocery shopping right now, right? Me and my family. My girl would not touch a bag. If me and my son is there, she's not touching a bag. She's gonna get, like if she has some chips or something or candy or whatever like that, she's gonna get that bag with that in there, get in the car and tell me to crank it on if it's cold, or to get the AC running or the heat on. Me and my son gonna put all the bags in the car. She's not gonna touch that. Son gonna take the car back. We're gonna get in the house. Me and my son, if it's a lot of groceries, she will take some. But if it's enough for me and my son, she won't take none. We'll take him in the house. Now, me and my son's job is done. She's gonna take all the groceries and put them all up. Me and my son don't have to put them up. Now, if she's not there and me and my son went to the grocery store, me and my son will put them up. Or if I went by myself, I will put them up.
Does she go by herself?
Sometimes she do. And if she's by herself or whatever like that and with my son, her and my son will take them in. That's just like with another situation. If you're in the car, if it's a girl, like this pissed me off. This is when I was telling this to somebody. I don't know who the fuck I was telling this to. If you're in a car as a man and a woman, and your girl or your wife is out pumping gas, that shit pissed me the fuck off. Like, bro, I will shoot my motherfucking daughter's boyfriend in his ass if he had my daughter out there pumping fucking gas. And you sitting your little ugly ass in the fucking front seat, not pumping the gas for my little daughter.
I've never understood the issue with that. I just don't be sitting back in your seat.
I want to just hear you. I'm not going to interrupt you or nothing.
Why? Because somebody at some point said a man shouldn't do that, and everybody just started following it. Why?
I just think it's just, to me, I don't know where these things came from. I don't know really where I learned them from, but just to me, it's certain things to me. If you're in a relationship or you're with your woman should not fucking be doing. Your woman should not be really picking up nothing heavy if you're around. Your woman shouldn't be y'all in the mall and carrying bags. If it's enough bags, if it's not that many bags, you take that bag from your woman. Your woman should not be carrying bags. I don't know where these things came from, but to me, that's just like gentleman-like. Your woman should not be opening doors for herself. Your woman should not be pumping no fucking gas. Your woman should not be putting air in her tire unless she's by herself now. All these things I'm talking about, if you're with your woman, you should not be doing these things.
So why is it bad? If a man doesn't do that, because it sounds like it's more individualized, right? Like it's a case by case basis, right? Like
a lot of men that I know be looking at that shit too. Like you in the car, it's cold as hell, but you in the car getting heat, and your woman is out pumping the gas.
Okay, so if it's cold for her, it's cold for me.
Okay, so what? We're not equal, remember? You want to be equal?
Well, I just want an explanation as to why it's bad, though.
Because we're not equal.
No, I need more to that.
No, it's not. It's we're not equal. We call ourselves the men. We beat our chest. We say we're like you always say too. Men are the thing for relationships and whatever like that. Whatever, I forget the saying how you put it. You always say about men are in control of relationships.
Oh, men control access to relationships and marriage.
Yeah, relationships and marriage. This is all the things that become with being a man or being the man. We can't sit up here and be talking about we want women to fall in line, we want to lead. These are things that you do as a leader.
How long is the list, though?
with the list.
That's why that's where I start getting a little annoyed with this expectation of man conversation.
Okay.
Because you just listed off a bunch of stuff, right? And that's just stuff that comes to mind with this particular conversation, right?
Yeah.
At what point do we say, like, do we have a list of expectations for women? And let me tell you why I asked that question, right?
Uh-huh.
Because we were on the KNoWKi on the Go episode, right?
Yeah.
And then I started listing off the expectations of men, and it was so long that you were like, "Okay, Spaces, we get it."
What was you listening off from?
I'll find it. I'll find it once we and I'll find it in a second.
Okay.
But I started listing off, and the list was so long. I only got to 25, and there was like 45 things on the list.
I think I remember what you was, but I was just trying to push it on the conversation. But I understand you. I understand where you're coming from.
So at what point? Because this is my issue with that is because if you don't fit any one of these little profiles, if you fall short in any one of these things, you're automatically looked as less of a man.
Oh, you talking about to women?
To women, to anybody, because you said like all the guys that you know will look at you sideways if you don't get out and do whatever.
No, I'm just saying it's grown. That's some old school shit though, really, to me. Some of this new school shit is where these guys be in the cars and they girls be out there pumping gas and shit. And I'm just using that as I know it's, to other people it might not be no big deal, but to me it is. My woman is not pumping no gas. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just speak for me. To me, if you're with, that's one of the things where I was talking about entitled and spoiled. You're not gonna be doing certain things when you're with me. If you're with me and I call you my lady, you're not doing certain things. And I call you my woman, I'm not doing certain things. Like I can name another one. I know I'm putting a lot of my motherfuckers. No, but it's another one, right? I would do a lot of things in the house. I would clean up. I would do all these things. But it's like two things I'm not gonna do. I don't give a fuck what happens. Mm-hmm. I'm not making up the bed. You know, fuck, because we always gonna get back and forth in it. And I'm not cleaning up the bathroom because I don't want to. And she always asks me that, and I said, because I don't want to. Yeah. Don't ask me again, because I don't want to.
Let me tell you why I know you.
I don't want to.
Yo, I wish y'all was watching this, bro. Like, you see his face.
I don't want to. They'll see it on YouTube. I don't want to. Those two things in the house, when it comes to the house, I do everything else. I wash dishes. I fold up the clothes and put up the clothes if I have to.
See, I'll
do everything. I do all that same things. But I have a woman, so I really don't have to do those things if I don't want to. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, for me, for what I expect out of my woman and what my woman, she don't have to expect those things out of me. I'm gonna do those anyway out of necessity. Right? Is that the word?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I just don't like at what point if you doing all that. Then, and I'm not. You don't have to explain this. Like you don't have to say. You don't have to answer this. But I'm kind of asking rhetorically. What is the woman doing?
She's making sure you straight. She's making sure like.
What does that entail?
It's a lot of entail. Because you know I just named the things that I named that I do, but it's a lot of things like. Like washing and stuff my clothes and all that stuff. She does that for me. She keeps the house and stuff clean. She does that for me. She makes sure our kids, our child and stuff is straight. She does for me. Like the other day, me and where we work, I was hungry. My girl was like, "Oh, I'm cooking. You want me to bring whatever you want me to bring up there to you?" She brought it up there to me and made sure I was cool. And she even brought my the dog some every day some too. Mm. But it's just all the little other things too that make my life a lot easier. She does. Mm. And sometimes I don't have to ask her to do things. She just already does it. She always just looks out for me. Just like sometimes I be looking like, damn, I wouldn't even thought of that.
Right. Now, see that is when stuff like that start happening.
Yeah.
That is when I'm like, okay.
Right, like another thing, I like you. We just got our CDLs, right? Not too long, like a year ago, right? Mm-hmm. When I called her, I didn't call her right away, but she called me and she asked me that I passed. She congratulated me. When I got home, I had a cake telling my congratulations.
Mrs. Mall, that's why you got that ring.
Shut up. But you see what I'm talking about though. Those all I understand. I'm naming all the things I'm doing, and I naming all the things the man should be doing. But these all the little tangibles that I'm talking about. A woman should be doing. A woman should be making your life easy. She should be filling the little voids to make it easy. If you out here busting your ass working and paying majority of the bills, your woman should be putting in the puzzle pieces. Like you got a big old puzzle. You may have like 6 or 7 pieces missing. But those little things make your life that much easier though. And that's what your woman should be doing. That's what gets you a ring, ladies, to be honest with you though. All that other shit talking about fucking and sucking and all that other sex and all that shit cool. But what gets you the ring is you making your life, your man's life easier. Little things that he don't have to do and he don't have to worry about. Just those little things. Just the little itty bitty things.
You on fire, bro. You on fire because you are not lying. You are not lying at all.
It's just, and I can't sit up here and name all the little things, but I just told you about one. Like she only can talk about my situation.
If you want to.
Yeah, I know. But it's only to where she will bring me something to eat if I'm really hungry, if I ain't got this. She will make sure this. So she will I don't know. I can't just sit up here and name that. But there's just the little things.
Yeah, and the thing about that, and the reason why
I'm sorry, I don't mean to tell you, but guess what the title of this is? Just the little things.
Okay, I got you.
If you don't change it, go ahead.
But you're absolutely right, though. You're absolutely right. And now, see, this is why I have such a gripe with this conversation.
Okay,
is because a lot of granted, this is a lot of women, too many women, however you want to phrase it. They don't want to do that.
Want to do what?
They don't want to be the 6 or 7 pieces of the puzzle that a man is missing.
Oh, but that's why he's in the streets. You don't get saved,
bro. This is why.
Hey, it's something out there now. Just walking the streets and shit, man. That's why your ass on the bus stop. You ain't got your man picking you up.
It's so funny that you point that out, right?
Let me rephrase that. You're not out there because you ain't got no man. Because some of y'all just, doing what you got to do. Some of y'all are single mothers doing what you got to do. I didn't mean it like that. You motherfuckers like to take and run with your words. Like you really.
It is what it is, bro.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It is. They are what they are.
Hey, man, they for the streets. Someone for the streets.
But that's what they don't want to do that. Like they define, and this is from younger women today.
Yeah.
And some older women. They find doing, let's just say, household stuff that women, by proof, on multiple different instances, are more inclined to do, more capable of doing than men. They define those basic things as slavery.
Shit.
Literally.
But I can change it around and say, okay, if that's slavery to y'all, we some goddamn fools, and we going to work all every day and taking care of everybody in the fucking house. That's a goddamn idiot.
What you mean?
If you go to work every day, okay, if they say they doing the household chores and that's like slavery. If a man comes home and pay all the bills and all that stuff, I will equate that to him being a goddamn fool. If they calling themselves a slave. So I'm a goddamn fool for paying all these bills for you and stuff like that. That's what I'm talking about. I equate it to.
Yeah, I get you, and I'm just like, just shaking my head at that's even a thing because I won't do that. But to what you were just saying a few seconds ago, right? What's gonna get them the ring, right? So I really encourage. One thing I can say about Sisters, which is produced by Tyler, written, produced, all that stuff by Tyler Perry, right?
Tyler Perry. You ain't gotta say nothing. Go ahead. You gotta say nothing, man. Go ahead.
So you can imagine my hesitation in watching the show, right? So one thing that happened in the show, which is good. That's what I was gonna say. This show is really, 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 really good on addressing relationship drama.
Okay.
I can give credit where it's due, even if I don't like the person.
Okay.
I give credit to R. Kelly for that song, whatever. I don't even do it to your legs. That song. I can give credit where it's due.
That's just the tip of the iceberg, man.
Hey,
go deep dive. Your ass be in there trying to make a baby.
Nope.
Let's go half on the baby.
Nope.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bump of grind. 12 play.
Here it is, finally. Sheesh.
Okay.
So, but anyway, so it was. You have to really see the scene because me explaining it is gonna.
Okay.
It's gonna. How do I say it? Isn't gonna do it justice. But what happened was it was a lady, it was a man, his wife, and their child. Sheesh, I should have watched the scene again. But long story short, all of the single women who were for the streets were hating on the married couple.
They always is. A fact.
And I'm talking about legit hating. Like, they talking about he probably did something, she probably did something.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's misery love company. It's always the ones who've been out here single all their life telling these other young girls or other young women or women in general, oh, you don't need to do that. He gonna love you regardless. You don't need to, do nothing with yourself. He should love you how you come or how you is or however the fuck you want to put it.
Yeah.
Whatever proper English words be used. You know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That's the one you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying.
No.
But you get my drift. It's always the miserable, bitter, old fucking woman or a motherfucker who got 3-4 kids and they ain't never kept a fucking man and you listen to her, get your dumb ass up out of there.
That's what this scene was, bro.
I know.
The ones that were hating were all for the streets.
That's a fact. Don't listen to them.
But then the one that's not for the streets is married.
Yeah, married. Yeah,
like, and they said that could never be me. Yeah. Like, looking at the married lady, that could never be me. Yeah, but you single and miserable though.
And she should have went in the house that her man bought her and cooked them some breakfast and said, "Shut up."
They was in the supermarket. She was getting ready to cook.
That's what I'm talking about. Using a goddamn credit card that man's on that man thing and getting in the car that man just bought for you. So shut the fuck up.
And then
you probably bought it for yourself. I'm sorry, you could have bought it your car for yourself. I don't want to go.
Potentially.
Potentially you should have bought it for yourself.
And that goes into what you were saying earlier about the reason why you couldn't well, I don't say the reason, but whatever the puzzle pieces in a man's life are varies from man to man.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. For instance, I feel safe in saying the average man needs a woman at the house to do the basics, the typical cook and clean, right? Now, what happens to a woman who knows how to cook and clean, but the man knows how to cook? That's not the puzzle piece that he needs in his life is not you cooking. Exactly.
It'll be something else.
It'll be something else.
It'll be you organizing this or being his assistant or something like that for his business. Or like you taking the initiative to probably learn how to be his assistant or taking a class to learn how to be his assistant. Or like, cause it was another key one, cause I listened to a lot of the Crew Season, man. Shout out to them boys. They 4 gentlemen too. I always talk about them.
Yeah.
Crew Season, and there was this dude on that name Otis. He called him OT. He was saying he was talking to this woman, and when he really knew she was real and really wanted to like kind of date him, he trains, right? So he always using his phone for a stopwatch.
Yeah. So
guess what this woman did? She saw that. He didn't say anything to her. She came and bought him a $4 stopwatch. How do you think he felt about that? She might as well bought him a fucking Bugatti or something. That was like perfect gift. He didn't ask her to do it. He didn't say anything about it. She saw a need in his life, and when it got.
Go ahead. I just thought of another example.
When it got what he needed.
Yeah.
And didn't even have to ask her to do it. It was like $4.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Yes.
How simple is that? It ain't cost you no thousands of dollars. It ain't cost you no time. And she was probably in Target or Walmart and saw it and like, oh yeah, I remember he needed this. She didn't probably go specifically for that one. She might have did went specifically to the store for that one thing. But she was probably out and about like, yeah, I'm going to grab this for him. Handed it to him. And he's sitting up there like, damn, wow.
Bro.
He was perfectly fine. He said he was perfectly fine using his phone. He didn't really care. But that just told him that this one I can't play with. Right. I will not fuck with her feelings. Because she's a real one for doing that.
To that same degree, I know you're tired of me saying his name.
Go ahead.
Anton Daniels, right?
Yeah.
I listened to
I'm
his
not
show.
tired of you saying his name. That's your man. You.
Bro.
Go ahead. I got you. I named people all. I just name dropped the motherfucking podcast.
Yeah, true.
So you can't,
true.
I can't say nothing about that.
So, speaking of being the missing piece, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of just getting a man a $4 stopwatch, right? So, one of my favorite episodes that he's recorded, he had an episode where he named off the 5 reasons why you're broke, right?
Okay.
And he's on this episode, he did something different. He got a dry erase board, right?
I remember this.
He got a dry erase board, and the markers that he had were drying out. They weren't writing right.
Okay.
Guess what his wife did?
Yeah, went to the store and probably got
Went to the store and just he didn't even know she left.
Yeah.
All he saw was he came back. She came back, and handed him a new pack of markers.
So them the puzzle pieces that you
That's
need.
the puzzle piece.
That's the puzzle. And then guess what you do? You break your neck for your woman.
1000%, bro.
And that's why we go back to it. They call my woman spoiled.
That's what I was just about to bring that back to.
Yeah, that's why they call your woman spoiled. Cause now you see her with a bag. You see her with a decent car she got on. You see her with some nice clothes or something she got on. You see her when she call you and she asks you for some money, you don't think twice. But I start thinking twice about mine. Because mine is going crazy. She be, oh my God. So you see now, when a motherfucker asks you for some money or something, you don't think twice about it. Nope. You just give it.
Yep.
You give a credit card here. You go, oh, motherfucker asks you for something on Christmas. You act like you ain't going to buy it, but then you buy it.
That just happened.
Huh?
That just happened.
Or you go, right, and motherfucker go buy a purse, $500-$600, because I ain't in $1,000 person now. I got a rule. I don't know if y'all want to hear my rule. But
you ain't gonna hit that Birkin?
What?
You ain't gonna put a house on her arm?
Bro, look, we don't got no house. You not getting no fucking Birkin. We don't live in a house. We live in an apartment. You can get this Michael Kors. I don't give a fuck what nobody else say. I buy Michael Korses and I'm fucking with MCMs. Them the two bags I buy right now. When we get a house and I get this truck coming out the business, for sure, baby, I got you a LV, Chanel, Birkin, whatever the fuck you want. But right now, as of right now, mall money by Michael Kors and MCMs. And I don't think, now people might look at me wrong and you might criticize me and shit for this. If you driving a Chevy and an American-made car, you shouldn't have no fucking LV purse in your arm. That's reserved for people who drive in foreign vehicles. Because then that means you have at least $1,000 to $2,000 in there. And I'm talking about like cash. This is what you carry around as pocket change. It's just, to me, it's just levels to this shit. And you shouldn't be having no LV purse if you go into a fucking apartment. That's made for your wife getting out of her car in the garage, not where somebody can rob her at. The garage door is closed, and she's getting out the car with her LV bag on.
Right. You know,
it's just certain rules that I got. That's what comes with me. That's why I call my woman sport. This, when you date me, you can't date me no more because I'm not the. But when you date me and you fuck with me, this is the things that come with me.
Yeah. I'm
not sitting up here flexing and they're like, no, this just is the man I am. And when you date you might got certain things that you do that comes with you or date you or whoever else, Diddy, all these celebrities. It's things that come with those people when you date those people and you date a man that you date. Things come with that person.
Right, yeah.
Now, when we start dating, give me my shit. Not give you the stuff like I had you, but all those things I used to do, bitch, that come with me. That don't stay with you. You don't still get to call me when we broken up to keep getting all those things I was doing for you when we was together. No, those things come with me now. Those go with the next woman or whoever else I'm gonna be fucking with.
So she can't call you and say I need my groceries brought in the house?
Hell nah. I get that nigga to do that shit. If y'all got some groceries, cause you tore up your goddamn lottery ticket.
Ooh.
She gonna call me cocky.
Hey, no. Be cocky.
No, but the people always say that.
No.
Who's a big black cocky?
Because if you have the means to back it up, then what's wrong with speaking on it?
But that's why I work so hard though, so I can back it up.
Yes, and bro.
And you know, niggas be working hard. What we just came from, like.
You came from the job straight to here.
Hour ago. Hey, I told y'all we trying to get it, man. We trying to be some motherfucking part. I ain't gonna really say stocks. I don't like that. I don't want to be a star.
What, stars?
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna be some podcast stars. But I'm not I don't like all that attention. I like throwing that to my homies and all that. I'm like being in the cut, just cracking jokes with this over here. But I don't like being in the forefront of nothing.
I hate that too. But you know, that's gonna come with the territory, right?
I understand it because I was telling her too. I was like, our fans gonna probably, when they want to take pictures, they're gonna probably be mad because I'm gonna tell them off the jump, I don't take pictures, baby. I'm sorry, it's just not me. And I know they're gonna probably get mad, and you know people will get mad at that stuff like that. But I do not take pictures. I do not like that. I don't like selfies. Like, that's not me.
Yeah,
it's just not.
So you ain't gonna do it at all?
I'm not gonna change myself because
No, it's not. It's not because I'm just thinking about that. Wait, do you have anything else to say about the other subject before we go into this?
No, I don't.
I think
We covered a lot right there. Though. I ain't gonna lie, though. We got a good game.
Are you a puzzle piece or aren't you?
Whew. Are you all these seven? Are you all seven puzzle pieces? Or are you just one puzzle piece? One puzzle piece will not get you the ring. Mm-hmm. You got to be all seven, baby.
Before you gonna stop me? I'm gonna read this off real quick.
No, go ahead. You go ahead. Because I read all the things. I think is that for the women to men or men to women?
It's gonna be. It switches between both. It starts with men and then goes to women.
Go ahead. You gonna read all of them? You're not gonna read all those.
I'll try to rally them off so it's quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Because there's a lot.
Okay, that's why I say I don't think you're gonna read them all.
How to make a man happy.
Uh-huh.
Let him have his space.
Facts.
Sleep with him.
Facts.
Be his best friend.
Facts.
No.
That's one I'm not. Because people say be your best friend. You won't tell your wife if a girl is pretty or she got a fat ass and all that stuff. Some women ain't going for that shit.
That depends on the woman.
But that's why I say some women are not going for that.
I think that one is negotiable.
Yeah, because I don't think she should be a best. I think y'all need to be closest friends as possible. But best friend, I don't really think that.
I agree.
I'm not with that one.
Be his puzzle piece.
Facts.
Don't bother him about the moves he makes. Number 4.
Oh, that's questioning his leadership. Then, if you questioning him about the moves he make.
Right.
Okay, I can get that one.
How to make a woman happy. It's really not too difficult, but to make a woman happy, a man only needs to be a friend, companion, lover, brother, father, master, chef, electrician, plumber, mechanic, carpenter, decorator, stylist, sexologist.
Wait, pause. Which type of plumber, though? You need to unclog pipes or you need to be laying pipe?
Clog pipes, which is what this one's talking about.
Oh, so you got to clog the pipes.
Now you good. If the sink gets stopped up.
Oh no, I'm just laying pipe.
A sexologist, gynecologist, psychologist, pest exterminator, psychiatrist, a healer, good listener, organizer, good father, very clean, sympathetic, athletic, warm, attentive, gallant, intelligent, funny, creative, tender, strong, understanding, tolerant, prudent, ambitious, capable, courageous, determined, true, dependable, passionate. I even add chauffeur. Without forgetting to give her compliments regularly. Go shopping with her. Be honest. Be very rich. Not stress her out. Not look at other women. And at the same time, you must also give her lots of attention. Give her lots of time, especially time for herself. Give her lots of space. Never worrying about where she goes. But most of all, is very important to never forget birthdays, anniversaries, Valentine's Day, arrangements she makes. The end.
And be a thug.
And be the blue collar Tupac.
No such thing. They want you to be a thug, but they want you to be soft at the same time. No, they want you to be a gangster, but soft at the same time. Bitch, what the fuck does that?
They want you to be a gangster scientist.
Gangster scientist. There's probably some gangster scientists out there. You know what they call gangster scientists though? Drug dealers.
Street pharmacists.
Yeah. Those are gangster scientists because they cooking up crack or whatever they doing with the ingredients that they out there doing.
Bro, I was like, what? Where's that going? That's a good point.
Gangster chemist.
Gangster chemist.
That's a good point.
It is. It's a gangster chemist, man.
That's a good point. I don't have any qualms with that.
You know, man, bro. Hey, man, to each his own though. You always gotta. I know we just ran off the list, and I was talking about my relationship and so forth, but to me, is you gotta find that perfect person for you. Cause what my relationship do, they might not go for, or Space's relationship might not go for. What Space's relationship do, or how he runs his household, I might not go for. So you got to find that perfect person that fits all the puzzle pieces to your puzzle.
I'll give you an example,
okay.
Right? When you were talking about the groceries and bringing bags and all that stuff.
Okay.
I definitely understand carrying bags.
Okay.
Right? What I don't understand, and this is just me, and not saying you change your mind or anything, of course, but what I don't agree with taking a bag for some sticky notes she bought.
Taking a who?
For some, like, if she buys some sticky notes and put it in the bag, you can carry that, fam.
Oh, she buy like a bag. She buy a thing of sticky notes, and it's just like little sticky.
Yeah.
Notes. Oh no, I'm not saying all bags. I'm just saying heavy stuff though.
That's what I'm. Okay, so we agree with that thing. Because I'm thinking, like, when I hear the way it was sounding when you were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, it's like everything.
It's like everything. Like
I don't carry no purse neither though. Like she'll go to the bathroom and she'll have me out there like I'm sitting up here looking like I'm a motherfucking a new age
like you
rapper.
A coat rack.
No, a new age rapper with a purse outside of a fucking bathroom waiting on her to get through. No, when you come out of the bathroom, don't you finish right? Get your purse back. Got me out here looking like I'm a rapper.
Like you Gangstalicious?
Yeah. No, we're not doing that. Get your purse back.
By the way, I definitely get out and pump the gas.
I ain't say you did. That's your. I'm just saying that's your thing. I might judge you later.
No, I think there's an element of a necessary, I think, element of servitude when it comes to that.
Okay.
That's why I agree with it, because I can't just abide by something without having some sort of explanation attached to it.
Okay.
So, like, whenever it is like, why are we supposed to get out and pump the gas? Nobody could explain it to me.
Yeah.
It's just like a traditional thing. But the more I thought about it, and the more I'm learning about being a man, the more I'm learning about being a leader.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it all comes with leadership. Like, with
great power comes with great responsibility.
Yeah, and with great
Spider-Man.
With great leadership comes great responsibility too. Because it's just like people always say why men should be leaders and why all men want to be leaders and want their woman to submit. It's like, because like, okay, you got a family, right, at your house. You're not the leader of that family. But I guarantee you, if you letting your woman lead and shit like that, right? Everybody know your woman lead. Everybody know your woman lead. She take all the bills, she do all that stuff, she lead it. Y'all get put out. Some way y'all get put out on the street. When a motherfucker walk past y'all on the street with y'all shit out there, guess what the first thing they gonna say? How this nigga got his motherfucking family?
His man. They gonna look at the man.
They ain't gonna never blame that on the woman. The woman will not get, I don't give a fuck what goes wrong. Nope. So, in my take, King, you better take the lead because you're going to get all the blame for it anyway. Right. So you might as well take all the lead on everything because you're going to get the blame for it because they're going to be like, same thing if your woman out here posting thought pictures. Why that nigga got his woman out here posting thought pictures and shit like that?
Right, or why he's still with her while she's doing it.
Because you're going to get the blame. It don't matter what she does, you're going to get the blame for it.
Yep.
Because that's your woman. Now, if she does something, ain't nobody going to come down to my why your man out here doing this or why your man her girlfriends might say that.
Yeah,
but ain't no all overall men ain't gonna say nothing like that.
Yeah, especially with like for as another example, men are looked at to be the disciplinarian, right? So if the kids are acting up in school, the men is looked at to rectify that situation.
Yeah, because right? They always say 9 times out of 10 when a woman has a man in the house, the kid's father, or whatever, wait till your daddy get home. That's the first thing coming out of my mouth.
That's a threat.
Wait till your daddy get home. Like, no, man, you deal with me. I don't want to deal with daddy.
That was a threat. When we had custody over my little cousins a while ago, right? It's my 2 little cousins. They said, "You want me to go get Spaces?" They didn't call me Spaces.
I know.
But like, you want me to go get Spaces? No.
Yeah, facts. That's a fact. I told you all the time, like. One day, I think I told the story before. It's like, you remember that child care credit shit that was coming out or whatever? About they was giving kids like for on the taxes, they was giving like $1,200, something crazy, right?
Yeah, the tax credit.
Yeah, tax credit, right? I don't know how the fuck my son figured out about this shit, right? He figured out about it. I know he figured out about it, right? So, I'm sorry, a lot of shit. So he tell his mama, you could just give me this. And then you can take the other rest and you can just do whatever you want to do. But you just give me this. So she looked at him like, how do you know about that anyway? She's like, okay, bet. I'll give it to you, but we're going to talk to your daddy first. He was like, you know what? You can just keep it out. That's exactly what she said verbatim. When he said, you know what? Mom, you can just keep it out. Don't even worry about it. You good. You won't owe me nothing.
Yeah, he know, huh?
Facts. No, but that's how it should be, though. It should, because that's what it's supposed to be like. The woman is the more suffered. That's why we always say people need two parents in the house. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
For balance, yeah.
This need women need fucking men in the household. D-Money. She knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
The one I just told you at the beginning of the pod. The girl.
Yeah,
we were talking to her about this today.
Oh, D-Money. Oh, yeah.
Women keep saying they don't need men.
Sorry.
Do. We need each other. You need that man in the household for shit like that. Cause you the softer side. You don't supposed to be hard and rough and masculine.
Right.
You got the feelings. You the soft one. You
nurturer.
Yeah, you the nurturer. That's what you supposed to do. I'm supposed to spank his ass. He's supposed to come in there and tell you, and you supposed to call him.
Right.
But he know not to play with me. But he know if you play with you, that's playing with me. So I'm gonna get on his ass.
Right.
And that's how it's supposed to be. The man's supposed to be the disciplinarian. And if the man is not there to discipline, the woman do what she needs to do until the man gets there.
You know what that reminds me of? Because this is, honestly, I have to say, two most accurate movies of all time when it comes to the black community and black family, black household dynamic.
What is it?
Boys in the Hood and Soul Food.
Monarchy. What is it? Monarchy?
No, it's just
matriarchy.
When it comes,
is it matriarchy?
Matriarchy is when a woman runs the household.
But that's what's the big mama one. That's the soul food one. That would be the matriarchy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in Boys in the Hood in particular, right? When to your this is to your point.
Okay.
Trey was acting up in school when he was under the custody of his mother.
Yeah, she sent that right to his father.
I rest my case.
She sent it right to his father.
Day
she knew what
one.
was up. She didn't want to, but she knew what she needed to do to get him in line, to get him straight.
And day one.
He out there raking leaves.
I rest my case. I rest my case.
Hey, you know we didn't disagree that much on this podcast? We need something to disagree on.
It's my lady carrying the car seat.
Your lady carrying
I'm just kidding. I just threw something out there.
I'm finna say, I like cold fries.
I don't like fries at all. So.
I know, that's what we're going to disagree on.
Okay.
Wait, you don't like fries?
No.
Bro, you walked away last time. We was up there talking, and the man said, and I was like, bro, I'm really, really, like, I don't know, like.
You don't know what to say?
You want 5th-degree burns to eat French fries. He said they got to be super hot. They got to be fresh. He got to get them out the grease with his bare hands and just put them in his mouth.
No, whenever I do get them, I say fresh fries.
Yeah.
Oh, hot potato eating that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, light-skinned assassin. What I call you? Light-skinned savage.
Light-skinned assassin.
Yeah, light-skinned assassin. Eating fries off the grease and shit, man. You got anything else? What else we going? Watch the goddamn show.
Okay.
Go subscribe to the KNoWKi podcast if you're just not tuning in, and go watch the beginning of the show, man. Like, review, subscribe. We thank all our listeners, all 5 of y'all. We appreciate all 5 of y'all.
I agree.
And if we get a 6, we're gonna appreciate you too.
You got something you want to mention? Or you?
I was thinking about something. I don't know what the fuck it was. Just drink more water.
I'll hit y'all with. I'll add a little bit to it, because we're behind on our book club. We're behind on 2 books, or at least 1.
Hey man, look here. We trying to get this shit rolling. We out here in the bando.
In the lab.
In the bando at 1 a.m. We can't tell them we in the lab.
Why not?
We can't. Cause man, it's the Bat Cave.
Okay, it's the Bat Cave. We're in the Bat Cave.
We're in a secret location, a secret bungalow. So if this war goes up, niggas don't come looking for us. We safe. It's gonna be us, the roaches, and the KNoWKi
podcast. So I know I'm pretty sure I mentioned this book before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna mention it again, and I'll mention another one on top of that one. I recommend Relentless by Tim Grover. Tim Grover was basically the trainer, mentor, coach of Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, you was talking about this.
And in Relentless, he repeats 3 themes throughout the entire book. Mm-hmm. And with that, I ask you a question: are you a cooler? Are you a cleaner? Or are you a closer? Now, after you get done reading Tim Grover's Relentless, check out Tim Grover's Winning. Let me know what you think. Go check out The Will Hill Show, a.k.a. the No Absolutes podcast. This has been another rendition of the KNoWKi podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, Kings. It's your man Spaces.
Hey, this your boy Maul, man. Me and the John. Damn, that shit was funny. That shit was funny.